Howdy. That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big 2 gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these 2 big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten.
He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Number 17 with the grab and the score.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Yeah, these jet sweeps used to be plays where you ran to try to trick them and get out wide and make big plays, but now short yardage situations, you start to pack it in tight. Okay, I'll go out wide. I'll pick up my 5 to 10 yards and
Complete.
give me a first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for him.
Fires to the big fella. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give out of the gun. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Snap from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Irvin. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
second down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him, Tom.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied at 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You had him in third down. You had him in a predictable situation. Try to go capitalize on it. What does he do? Pulls that rabbit out of the hat, scrambles around, now puts him right inside the 5-yard line in scoring position. You got to bow your necks. You better get ready for the next play.
He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And Texas A&M Aggies will take over 1st and 10.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
Lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking to throw on second down. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Texas A&M.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And as he throws, can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Red pass, it's complete. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the running back. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. Past the 50. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Northern Illinois. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He'll just keep slinging it. Spits it out to the back. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the 1st half. They're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the 1st half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in half, whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And the Aggies will hustle to the line. Here's the handoff. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
Quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. Got to find him in the passing game.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Discards him with the stiff arm. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass. He wants to go deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Looking to go up top on first down. Going deep. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, the missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
He's brought down at the 38-yard line. Second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass. And they're not on the same page there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. All kinds of